Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Ask Wild Walker coming back to you with another random build. I haven't done one of these in a while. Well, I've done one, but I haven't posted it to the YouTube in quite a while. So today I am upgrading my nephew back to AM4. So he had AM4 before, and it was a Ryzen 5 4500 with damn, what graphic card did he have in there? Absolutely. Oh, I remember the graphic card, a 5500 XT, and I ended up putting that in a build that I sold on Java. I ended up, yeah, that's what I had. So now I'm taking him to a well, and after that, I took him to a Dell Precision T3620, which had like a 7th gen i7, and it was cool for the price that I got. For the price that I paid off of that, for the price that I paid for it on eBay, it was pretty good. But alas, I couldn't. What was the issue with that? Well, it wasn't that bad. The issue was okay. So what originally was going to happen, I was going to case swap that. I bought a case conversion kit from Harbin Repairs, so I was going to case convert that. I was going to case convert that originally and put that inside of this case right here. But I realized, I was like, yeah, 7th gen Intel, and that is now what the mighty i7 4790 used to be. Like the 4790 now is like the 7700 is now what the 4790 used to be. So now you can't even really play Fortnite on you can't really even play Fortnite that efficiently on the 4790 anymore. And the fact that it's 100 gigs, like Fortnite is 100 gigs now. I remember when Fortnite was a nice 20 gigs. So all you would need. Now Fortnite it still ain't Warzone. It ain't putting up Warzone numbers, but goodness gracious, it's getting close. But yeah, so I'm treating you guys to 2 videos today. I'm gonna build this, right? Well, I'm gonna start building it, and then I'm gonna teach you guys how to efficiently open up your GPUs and change the thermal pads, and how to go from thermal compound to PTM 7950. And speaking of that, what the fuck is my PTM? Oh, right here. So yeah, so we're not using thermal paste anymore. We are using a nice block of PTM 7950 right here. I could zoom in, but okay. PTM 7950. And the dimensions of this 7950. Hey, where's my knife? Oh, fuck. I moved it back so I don't want to cut myself. No, I need it. Where the hell is it? It's somewhere. Oh, right there. It's right here in my face. Alright. Gonna cut this on open so I can show y'all a little shine. Damn. It's not ultra expensive, but yeah, it's very precisely cut. This is PTM 7950, and we're going to replace the thermal paste with this. Hold on, let me cut my AC on so it can get a little cold, so it can be a better temperature. Yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so yeah, let my room cool up, and we're going to put this on I already cleaned it the other day. We're going to put that on a RTX 3050. The card that people hate the most. They hate this car because when it came out, it was overpriced for the level of performance you get. And yeah, I didn't pay full price. I got this shit secondhand on eBay for like $250. I know after tax it was no actually I got this shit for like $198. All right, I had got a 6600 for like $215. So yeah, this is the mighty RTX 3050, which is great for these ultra slow budget builds. Um, people still use the 16. People still use the 1660 Super because it's a lot. It's more cost efficient. It's more like you can get a 1660 or a Ti 1660 Ti 1660 Super for like $85. You know what I'm saying? 85 to 100. And then you got the coveted RX 580. The RX 580 is actually now finally starting to lose its appeal a little bit, but for those Optiplex builds, it still holds it. It still pulls its own weight, even though it's a slow card. But yeah, we're going to change. Oh my God! I thought I got. Well, yeah, I gotta take the heatsink off so I can get behind these fans. God damn. I got most of the visible dust, but the shit behind the blades is crazy. So I'm probably gonna do that off recording, get the dust off of here. But yeah, matter of fact, um, what the hell is my precise? Oh, right. Never know. Okay. Yeah, I have this little thingy with a shit ton of tools. All right, we got to use this one. Another small one. I know that shit. Yeah, that shit look crazy. All right. All right. Okay, I lied. Let me get this shit now while I'm holding the card in my hand. Significantly better. All right. And I got a microfiber cloth that I'll get under there. God damn, that dust is crazy. Now, that shit crazy under there, bruh. I didn't know that shit was like that. But I knew I got most of it, but I knew it was going to be some that I missed. Okay. I think I got all of it. Alright, hold on. Good old trusty microfiber cloth. Well, the first line of business is putting the PSU into the system, so I'm gonna do that in a second. I think I got like a toothbrush I can use. Matter of fact, go behind here with this little thick one. Toothbrush. Down with the sickness. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That shot cut right through that dust. I had to clean my fan earlier. That shit was hella dusty. So I should be good for like another 3 to 4 months. Okay, I still gotta get. Okay. Got like a little brushy. Get inside the little nooks and crannies. Yeah, I got most of the super dust with my duster the other day when I first got it, but you know, it's a little stuff that you're gonna miss. That you gotta take the whole car. Oh my lord, look at that big ass dust bunny. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to get that one off until I take the heat sink off, and I can fully get in between it. But I already got my thermal pads and everything ready, so yeah, I can see the dust through here. So I'm gonna get rid of these old thermal pads. Okay, these look like a either a .2 or a .1 diameter. Okay, I got replacements. I could just use. Yeah, I got some blue ones. So I got some thick boys that I can replace and get rid of the dusty, dirty ones. Yep. All right, a single fan arrow. Okay, I'll get that little something now. Let's get started with this power supply. Alright, everybody says things about modular. Yeah, modular is good, but when you're building a budget build, non-modular is a little bit better because you like. Let's say I got my got a combo on Java. It comes with a power supply, but I don't know where the rest of the it was semi-modular, and I don't know what happened to the rest of the joints. But to compensate for it, since it's a Dell proprietary motherboard, it comes with like SATA cables that you can hook up to the motherboard and still use them. So that compensates for that. But as I said on my listing, if you want like if that bothers you and you want to actually buy the replacement cables, them shits is $30 on eBay. And I'm like, them shits gonna stay right there, because then I would have to make up for that cost. I would have to charge more. I got it up there for $375. It's literally everything you need except for a case and a GPU. That's all you need, and it's pretty much a whole entire system. All right, it's one of the easiest parts. Just slide the power supply right on in there. Okay. Oh. We got twist on screws, thumb screws. Let me move this shit out of the way. Hold up, give me a second. I have a keyboard right here. I can zoom in. Alright. You have a better look. Yeah, I got like, I don't know what it's called, hangman. Hang nail, but that shit is annoying. Why? Do them like this. That's 2. That's 3. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, yeah. That's fine. Alright. Power supply installed. That was easy. One of the easiest parts. Alright. Ooh. Alright, we back in. Okay. Now, we're going to leave this right here for now. We're about to install the motherboard. But I could, hold up, I could at least install the thing that powers the RGB fans. So, I got hella zip ties, so I'm gonna use a zip tie to contain what's not gonna be used. Okay. Okay. That's gonna be used. This is gonna be used. And this is gonna be used. Alright. And one of these side of things is going to be used, but it'll fit. I see it'll already fit down here. So I still got the space if I want to put a hard drive there. Fuck. I got zip ties, but we can use the twisty tie. But it's going to be under the case anyway. This is the con of non-modular power supplies, but you don't have to worry about if you lose them damn extra cables, so you don't have to try to put all of them in. See, everything has its pros and cons. Like the pros are you have the option to only put in what you need, and you can have others, spared out, so you don't have the wires all over the place like under here. But the con is if you lose them shits, you gotta try to find replacements. Okay, this is for the RGB fans. It's right here, so we can plug this right here. It's SATA powered, so that was easy. Okay. And now we can put this under here. Now we can put that under there and forget about it for now. Okay? Now we're going to stash this under here for a quick second, because now we about to close this back up and install the motherboard. Okay. So we're going to ignore this for now. My nephew, he plays football for the Shabazz Bulldogs. Shout out to Shabazz. Okay, thumb screws for this. Okay. Oh, he flips him over. All right. Well, they got an A in here? I don't think you can fit an ATX in here. Oh, you could have fit an ATX in here? Huh, man, I could have jumped on one of them Java deals. Oh, well. Not Java. I could have jumped on one of them offer up deals, but the motherfuckers wanted too much. That's one thing about offer up, man. It'll be some old ass shit. They'll be like, hey, man, I know what I got. Nah, dog, you got some bullshit. Fuck out of here. And that shit, but sometimes that shit do actually sell, but they don't take the listing down. So I'm like, what the fuck? All right, which direction? I just now learned that these things were pliers too. Okay, and I put that right there for now. What the fuck? There we go. Okay. Mobo. A AS Rock. Oh, pause. The AS Rock A520M HDV. Now it doesn't have no RGB anything on the motherboard, so I'm just gonna stick with using the SATA powered RGB joint that comes with the fans already. So I'm just gonna stick with that. But that's good. That's all he'll need. I do have a joint where you can control it with the remote, and I can switch that over by using like the motherboard pin thingy to sync it. But if I could just get that same effect by pressing the buttons and like pressing the lighting button, then it doesn't matter. We could just use that and still be Gucci. Uh, Yep. The reset button is basically the LED button because like, the reset button is a thing of ancient days. All right. We already got the X Power Silicon Power RGB RAM. This RAM has seen like 3 different builds. This is the 3rd one. And this RAM still hold it down. That was one of the best buys. And got of course our Silicon Power 1 terabyte NVMe. Gen 3. You know, like it's depending on, you know, like a Gen 4 isn't really necessary unless you're like an enthusiast or like a power user. But my advice to like by now a lot of people are way past being first time builders, and you got so many YouTube videos show you how to do this shit that it's not funny. Um, my rule of thumb is put this shit on first. And if you buy something aftermarket off of like somebody off of eBay or other selling platforms, don't buy the motherboard without getting this. Or if you have plans to see if you can search it up and buy it after, do the I/O panel is a key part of the PC. All right, it keeps you from accidentally breaking those components in the back by using too much force or using too much force. It protects the components. So that's why I say never take a motherboard or have a motherboard without it. It just like see how why it space here. You plug something in. Let's say your hands are sweaty or something. You touch that shit while it's actively being powered. Don't be a fool. Use your I/O panel. That's what it's for. I gotta be careful though. I already done fucked up. I think there we go. Yeah, we in there. Now make sure it's in on. That's in on. Alright. Make sure that shit in all the way from here. I ain't gonna front. This case is durable, but it's kind of light. Like I even with my somewhat muscles, I can bend this shit with my bare hands. But it's a lot of people on Java use this case. Oh, the little screw for the M.2. That's perfect. Yo, these things still come. Yo, I'm wondering when they're gonna stop sending these. When you buy a motherboard, when are they gonna stop sending this disc? Nope, yo. Nobody uses CD drives. Like that's why they don't even come with computers no more. Like I have an external. Don't get me wrong. I have an external. I got an external Blu-ray drive, but uh, nobody use these shits. Like you can download all the drivers off the internet, but I guess if someone didn't have the internet and they had to get the drivers the old school primitive way, yeah. But in this age of technology, this probably will get no use. Okay, I'm gonna keep the SATA cables. I always keep these. Okay, down to the nitty gritty. A nice M-ATX motherboard. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna use, okay, you know what? I'm gonna use this for the Dell motherboard that I'm selling. So, the joint that I got on Java. But I'm gonna use it like this for now. Alright, so anti-static. Okay. We can put the RAM in now. Oh yeah, these are joints that they only you can only push these back and then you put it in and then you press down on it and these are closed. Yeah, you heard that snap? When it snaps like that, that means the RAM is secured. Wrong way. This way. Yeah, we in there. Alright, X power. Now, here's the part that I hope, hold on. Okay. Oh, it's like they almost was gonna have the little M.2 Wi-Fi, but they said nah because they use it for another model. Okay. While we here, CPU. Oh shit. Micro Center. When they bundle your orders together. A nice Ryzen 5 5500. You know what I'm saying? Nephew, he don't need nothing crazy. He's not an extensive gamer or no shit like that. He just play Roblox. He just play Roblox and Denise. So probably Warzone too. I don't know, but good old AM4. That's the now. I did say Micro Center fell off for a while, but I was talking to the Micro Center person. I was like, I told him, I was like, yeah, I said y'all fell off, but y'all came in clutch because people on OfferUp was thinking somebody's gonna pay $300 for some used shit that they don't even clean. I'm like, man, y'all got me fucked up because I was gonna use some of those parts to make my nephew an upgrade and then sell have build another build to flip on Java. But I was like, the motherfuckers on OfferUp, they be doing the most. I'm like, man, y'all tripping with me. And I'm like, like the average that I was able to probably get was like $300. And I was like, it's not worth it when I already had the case, I already had his RAM, I already had his GPU. So I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? I can probably just I was like, I could just probably go back to AM4, and sure enough, here we are, back at AM4. The last time he had a 4500. Now we upgraded to the 5500. Okay. Now, where do you match this shit at? There's a little thing on the CPU. I don't know if you see that. It looks like see the little gold triangle right here? That's where you match it up on the motherboard so you don't fuck up your AM4. I think it's right here. Yep, right there. So you make sure you match the little triangle for AM4, this corner right there, and then boom, you're in business. Alright. Alright, and with these wonderful budget joints, they already come with, oh, also with those older boards, if the person you buy it from don't upgrade the BIOS, oh, I had a run in with that. I pulled it off. I had to buy I forgot, a A600 processor off of eBay for like, I think I paid $40 for it just to update the BIOS so I can use it with. It was a A320 board. Yeah, I think it was like an A320, and it was compatible because that's one that I give AMD. If it's on AM4, you can use whatever motherboard. You just gotta make sure you have the correct. You got the correct BIOS for it. That shit had me sick, but I pulled it off. All right. Oh, yeah, and they still got the thermal paste on it, on the joint already. Gotta love it. AMD, man, for the win. Oh, I remember. Okay. You gotta take you gotta take these shits off. Yep. Alright, tried to be fancy. Okay, let me use the correct screwdriver for the job. Oh, damn, these shit's down here. Alright, hold up. Okay. So I got a spare one of these now. Great. Okay, I ain't getting far. I heard it where it fell. Oh, it fell inside of here, right here by the super glue. Super blue, super blue. I'll be hearing that damn song at my job. Shout out to the depot. Alright, so which way should I put? Oh, okay, oh, can't do that. But we can do this. Okay. Alright. Plug that on right there. Okay. Oh, hold on. Damn. I'll finesse away so I can hide the wire. Okay. I got it. I got to stash it. Yep. There we go. Get rid of the unsightly wire. Okay. I have another screwdriver. Yellow boy. Yellow driver. Hold up. Well, that's a blur. Oh, I hate when it blurs out. Alright, there we go. Alright, we back. So you do it in corners. Okay. Okay. Now that one's in nice and snug. That one's in nice and snug, so you don't have to over tighten. And you don't know it's tightened because it'll make noise and you won't be able to move it afterwards. That's nice. Oh, we in there. There we go. All right, we in the building. Oh, we in there. All right. Okay. NVMe. And remember that screw we had earlier? That look like a little dope bag. What the hell? Alright. Okay. I got this toolkit off of Temu. Man, that thing has been a lifesaver. Oh, yep. See, I magnetized this. I have this little thing where I can magnetize these screws. That thing has been a lifesaver. Even though they like the little plastic ones, I prefer this. But the plastic mechanism is cool too because the one I had the motherboard that I used for my the computer that I had originally to sell, but one of my coworkers from work bought it. That one was pretty cool. That one had the little plastic mechanism, and that was a 10th gen Intel board. And the little plastic joint was pretty good. I was like, all right. Yeah, on the days when I go in that I'm normally off and I see him, I check up on him. It was like, yo, he's loving his PC. I'm like, glad I was able to help you. Okay, so yeah, we in the building now. Okay, and then when I flip it, yep. Okay, now we match how this shit is going to go so I can make sure I have all the shits in the right spot. Okay, so we got 1, 2, how many screws? 1, 2. Okay, one right here. Okay, yeah, one right there. And one. Okay, hold up. Oh, fuck. It would be cool if my Twitch homies came through, I gotta watch the whole thing. I don't really know how to do short form content that well, so even if they want, stop by, learn something. Not even on this video, especially the video that I'm about to make to open up your GPU. That's the video I want them to come through and check out because the GPU nowadays is like pretty much the life of your PC, especially if you're a streamer, so you can handle those games. So it would be great for them to come and take a look at that. All right. No, they ain't moving no more. All right, we in there. Okay. I've got that. Last spot, got that. I think that other one is gonna go like right here. I didn't know this thing. Oh my god, it's blurry. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know this thing could fit a whole size ATX motherboard. Damn, I probably could have got one of them shits from them offer up motherfuckers. But it would have been a tight squeeze. I'm not a fan of tight squeezes when it comes to building my PCs. Okay. I'm a very right there. Okay, so right here, right there. All right, we in there. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfectamundo. All right, we in there. And I already got the screws ready. Oh, that's dope how I concealed the wire right there. All right. Yeah, this shit is really easy. It's not like quantum physics and no shit like that. It's pretty easy. And if you've been doing it for a long time, it's practically like breathing almost. Oh, now where's the baggie of the screws for the motherboard? Let me stand up for a second. Wait. What the fuck that shit at? I gotta take my Steam Deck out of my bag. Oh, my Steam Deck. My Steam Deck. Alright, throw that over there for now. I'll put my Steam Deck over here for a second. Where in the fuck is that bag of screws for the motherboard? Let's have that shit. Hey, what the fuck? I was just looking for that shit and I found it. I know I ain't sitting on it. Hold the fuck up. Oh, I know it's somewhere. Tight. I got it, y'all. Give me like a couple of zip ties. I ain't gonna front. I'm impressed that I used most of the zip ties. I had a big ass zip ties that I got from the depot that I got from a job, and I didn't think I was gonna use them all. It was like 100, and I only got a little bit of those shits left. Let me pour these in here. Ooh, first try. Okay, got all those in there first try. So the motherboard screws are these, the ones with the little light. Look like they're got washers. I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3. I think just 6. That's why I like my MATX motherboards, man. You don't need to do all this extra shit, and you got significant room in your case. Whereas my main build, my PC, I got a full size ATX, and that shit. But I got a big ass case. I got the Corsair 5000D. Oh, that case is amazing. Best money I ever spent. Like, my build is insane. Like, I don't even think I got to dust it yet. God damn, yo, I've had this build for coming up on a year, and I haven't even had to dust this thing yet. I'm gonna dust it anyway. I got these Arctic. I went all out with the Arctic, man. I got the Arctic. I forgot the name, but the little rubbery fans. I got those. Now for the AIO, I got for the okay. So for the side joints, I use the Corsair fans that came with it. But for my front and back fan, I use the Arctic Bionics fans. All those things, like yo, I don't hear shit when I turn my computer on. So cats, the purists are like, oh man, your computer ain't supposed to make no noise when you turn. Yo, you don't even know my shit is on, dog, until you look over at the fucking lighting. That's it. And I've been impressed. You know what I'm saying? I got a modest 7950 X3D, 4080 Super, a white one. You know what I'm saying? We did pretty 128 gigs of DDR5 because it's like I'm not gonna go down because my old build, my maxed out AM4 build had 128 gigs of DDR4. So I'm like, I'm not going down, but I had all RGB everything, and that shit got like, it got annoying because I had a thermal take fan hub, and that shit worked when it wanted to. That's what irked me about my last build with all the RGB. The fans I had, I went all thermal take. Now the case was good. The fans was good at first. I updated the software to the hub like hella times. I would have to restart my computer like 3 times to get the fucking fans to work properly. So not for them to keep my system cool. That wasn't the issue. It was to control the lighting and shit. That shit was annoying. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm glad I left RGB. I'm not really missing anything. I got like 4 RGB light bar thingies. That's it. That's it. And I just have it white most of the time because I got my case is like a black and white domino effect. I got like a domino effect going, so I don't even gotta change that shit. So yeah, this is out of all the computers I ever built and owned, this is my favorite. This is it's pretty much peak. Oh, come on, dog. Really? Alright, hold it with this. Yeah, y'all ain't gotta over tighten this shit. Alright. I think most people take off the little grill thing to the little grill thingy to put their graphic card beforehand. I'm used to it. I don't have to. I got a shortcut way of doing it that works just as efficiently. And mind you, these boards are meant to withstand all types of shit. So, but the main thing I like about this board, I like the fact that I like the fact that the GPU thingy, even though I think this is a one slot card anyway, they got like a PCI Express before the GPU thingy. So you can actually, if you wanted to add like a sound card or like a USB-C connection thingy, you could do that. That's what I would recommend, like a PCI Express USB-C card. So just in case, if you get a case that has like front panel USB-C, if you get that, you can use that port. All right. So how easy that was? That was easy as fuck. All right. So now I'm gonna open it from the other side and plug up the power shits. Oh, I got some stuff. I forgot. I got a bag of Starburst. And of course, you know what? No, know what? We gonna got a pink and a yellow one. Gotta have a pink one, man. I don't know what it is about these pink Starbursts, man. These shits are so fucking good. All right. Hold up. Okay. I thought about saying. I know I have the HDMI cover thingy, so I can cover this one, so no one would try to fucking use it. Because this CPU doesn't have integrated graphics. I had tons of them shits. I had one near here. I forgot where the hell I put it. Where the hell that shit at? Hold on. I thought it was on here. I might have moved it. I'm more than likely probably did move it. Hold up. Yep. Alright, that's a display port one. Okay, wait. I need the HDMI one. Damn, both of these are DisplayPort. I can tell by the shape. I gotta give these to my GameStop homie next time I see him. I don't need these shits. The little feet for the I got the PS5 Pro, so for the PS5, the little feet shits, I don't need those. I got a fucking I got a stand. Oh, come on, man. Where the fuck I put that shit? Bro, I don't know where the fuck I put that shit. I could have sworn it was on here. I don't recall moving it. And if I did move it, it would be over here. I don't see it over here. I don't know where the fuck is that. I think it was my last HDMI one too. Wait, found it. Yeah. HDMI one. The cover. Somebody try to plug this shit in. I'm gonna brush out with some free game. If you got one of these, don't put this shit in your Switch too. I done seen all the shits on the YouTube. Motherfuckers putting the big Switch up like, ha! I do better. Hell no. Hell no. I paid too much money for my Switch too. And I got games. I got the Donkey Kong and the motherfucking Street Fighter 6. Hell no. I'm like, everybody turn my shit to a break. Yeah. So, if you got one of those, I don't even have the cart. I had bought it for somebody, but if you got that MIG Switch cart, don't put that shit in your Switch too. And then if you do it and Nintendo bans you, don't go on the internet bitching about it. You asked for it. You was like, here, I'm gonna do some bozo shit against the terms and service agreement. Ban me. They said they would. It's like, I don't get that. Like, motherfuckers on the internet be having the shocked Pikachu face when you do some shit, and these motherfuckers told you they was gonna do the shit, and then when they did it, you there with the shocked Pikachu face. How? They told you they was gonna ban your shit if you use unauthorized. They told you this shit, and you did it anyway. And now you're the victim. How the fuck are you? They said it in the terms of service agreement. I read that shit. I normally don't read no terms of service agreements because all them shit say the same shit. But this one in particular, I'm like, yeah, I'm spending close to $700. Let me take a little peek. I took a little peek. I'm like, oh, that's great. So literally 2 weeks after the launch of the Switch 2, everybody got it. Cats who had, the backup preservationists. Yeah, oh yeah, man. Oh man, we about to. Let's see what happens when you put the MIG Switch in the Switch 2, and then it got banned, and then they bitching about it. How they told you they was going to ban your shit, and you did it anyway. And now you think you have the right to bitch about it? Oh, I'm a consumer. No, motherfucker. They told you not to do the shit. Look. It's this saying my elders used to say. Sometimes you gotta show a motherfucker better than you can tell them. And that's all I gotta say about the Switch 2 Big Switch. That's all I gotta say about that. You gotta show a motherfucker better than you can tell them. But stop being on the internet bitching like you the victim and they told you if you use any unauthorized hardware, they told you they was gonna break your shit. That don't... Like, yo. Motherfuckers don't believe. So you got some motherfuckers in existence that don't believe shit stink until they smell it. So you gotta let them smell it, man. But yeah. So I'm gonna put this right on in here. Yeah. Hold up. Yeah, we in there. Okay. Now, no one will try to use it because it's blocked off. The GPU is going to be right there. Okay. I ain't gonna front. This Game of DI shit, this shit is super. This shit feel like that Antec case I had with all the art with the RGB fans. Uh, um, the Antec AX900, I think that's the name of that shit. I think they just used the same fans, just put a different name on them motherfuckers. Okay. Uh, okay. Now we gon' it's fully screwed in, so now we switch over. Yeah, man. But that shit tickled me when people was online bitching that they Switch 2 got bent and they put a MIG switch cartridge in these motherfuckers at Nintendo told you they was going to break your shit. These motherfuckers like, nah, you ain't gonna break my shit. I'm a paying customer, rah 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 rah. Now I'm into the modding and the jailbreaking and shit like that. But I know when to do it, how to do it, and when not to do it. And when not to make a video about that shit. These motherfuckers like, hey man, yeah, we got the MIG switch card. We got to put this shit in the Switch too. We got to do anything for some content, buddy. I'm like, hey, we got. Nigga, the motherfuckers like, yo, oh man, yo, we gotta make this content, man. Yo, we need this content. We're gonna do some bozo shit. We're gonna put this MIG switch in our Switch too, and see if Nintendo gonna stand on business. That right there is where you fucked up. Right there, when you had the conscious thought for seeing if Nintendo was going to stand on business, you should have known better. That, even though, like, I ain't gonna front, I don't like some of their bozo policies, you should have known better, dog. Well, motherfuckers who put the MIG switch inside of their Switch too, y'all motherfuckers should have known better. Y'all gonna get enough of trying Nintendo. And I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I don't hate them, but I like some of their products. Like the Switch 2 is lit. I bought the Donkey Kong. I got the Pokemon pre-ordered. Street Fighter 6 was the value. That's why because it can't. I got it for PS5. I got it at launch. I did not buy near character pass yet, but there's like for Switch 2. Oh, Switch 2 launch. We got the Street Fighter 6 with characters. I'm like, fuck. For $60, I'm like, you know what? So I just won't have Mario Kart all alone by itself. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get the Street Fighter. So I got the Street Fighter as well. So that alone is what made that a good buy. Is that it comes with all the characters. Okay, this is the power thingy. So. I can zip tie this right here. No, matter of fact, zip tie it right here, and then it could go right here. Alright, boom. I don't even need that many zip ties for this shit. Where are them shits? I think I could just use a little bit of zip ties they gave me for this shit right here, and I'll be Gucci. Alright. Put that shit right there. Or I could just probably just use this one right here in the corner. Matter of fact, we're gonna plug this shit in first. Alright, so this is the GPU one. So the GPU one could go right under here. Right here. GPU, CPU, 4-pin CPU. Alright. Oh, yep, I was right. All that shit was right in the spot where I needed it to be. Okay. Power. Power. Okay. 4-pin. Alright, hold up. Which way? Okay, I think it goes right here. Okay, so, got it. Okay, we save that right there for the GPU. So now we flip this thing on over. Well, it's just a nice little minimalist. I don't gotta do too much. Alright, practically use the same zip tie that's right here. I use a little twist tie. Because all the fans are, one thing I did with these little cheap cases with the little RGB joint, all the fans are already on. They're already daisy chained. But they use SATA, so they're going to always be at the full speed, so that might suck. So it might not be all that quiet, but it's going to work. Alright, so at the bottom, okay. Okay. Got the front panel. Front panel. Front panel, HD audio, USB A. Okay, front panel, USB. Okay. Everybody's favorite USB-C. That shit sticks out like a sore thumb. I remember, I forgot who said that shit. Somebody that bought something from me off of eBay. Now we can stuff the fan things down there. They won't be in nobody's way. Alright. Another flip over. USB-C is right here, so it's showtime. Shout outs to A Verb, man. Okay. Okay, the front panel joint is right here. Alright, give me a second, y'all. Let me, okay. USB. Oh, okay. USB. Alright. This is the HD audio. Yep, HD audio, that's right back here. Okay. Now last but not least, the front panel cables. And I will put those shits right here. Put them shits right here. Okay. Now I need my phone. Oh, so I can use the flashlight and see what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, right. There you go. Okay. Oh. And in 3D too, so it's showtime. Alright. This part's always fun. Okay, power LED is at the top. HD LED is at the bottom. Okay. Power switch. Okay, it says power button. Okay. So power switch right here. Oh, power LED is adjusted from it. So hold on. The HD LED is here. So power. I got it. Okay. Listen. I got it. Listen. I'm grading the shot like MJ. The shot like Oprah. Okay. Oh, Let me just see which one is plus and minus. Let's do this to perfection. Okay. Plus is first, minus is second. Okay. You. Oh, come the fuck on. Okay. Yeah. Minus. Plus. Okay. And last but not least, HD LED, because there's no reset. That's right here. Alright. There we go. Alright, we got the front panel. I don't have to worry about reset because it don't have reset. Alright. That's always fun. Alright. Now, rewire management. I mean, that's actually not bad, to be honest. Hold on. Probably like a zip tie or two. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And okay. Mm-hmm. How the hell are my scissors? Okay. I mean, can I cut with these? Oh! Eureka! Alright, that's it. Now this is if you had like the little RGB motherboard header, or I got like a joint where it connects with SATA and I can like have a remote control, but I don't need all that. Maybe some other time. Maybe some other time. If I get some, if I would have got like the Wraith Prism cooler, the one that's RGB, then I would have went with doing that. But motherfuckers, that's an air cooler. That's an AMD proprietary air cooler, and motherfuckers trying to charge $40 for that shit. I'm like, for $40, I can buy for $40, dog. I can buy a Thermalright AIO. I'm like, for 40. Yeah, I remember a time AIOs was like $300. Dog. I'm like for 40. Now we're in a time where an AI. I wish you would try to sell me an air cooler for $40 and I can buy an AI. I can buy an AIO for $40 now. Liquid cooling is kind of like, if you're going full loop, that ain't all that expensive no more. But it depends on if you're going rubber, plastic, or glass. Glass is the most expensive, but you don't have to worry about it getting foggy. And the plastic is the second best, but it gets foggy. You know what I'm saying? And you have to clean out the tubes. Rubber is like the cheapest, but you know, the one that requires the most maintenance. Glass, however, is the best, but it costs too much and it's very it's extremely fragile. But yeah, that's it. Look, this is it. So put this motherfucker right back on. That was easy. Boom. That's practically all of it. Shout out to the Shabazz Bulldogs, even though I was a weak way. Shout out to the weak way Indians. Stuff has changed so much, man. That's that. And then boom. Now it's not super wire heighty, but it's gonna be efficient. It's gonna work. I can pull off something. I can squeeze. Okay, throw that down a little bit more. Put that down. Yeah. The USB-C. This shit is the worst. Now it's an adapter where you can put there and then it'll be 90 degrees, but we ain't doing all that with this one. Yeah, that shit sucks. Okay. Now I'm put the glass back on. No, matter of fact, let me start making the measurements for the GPU. Because I'm going to take a quick break and then I'm going to bless y'all. Alright, so it's these two right here. Okay. Then I'm going to bless y'all with how to refurbish your GPU. Okay, so these two right here. One. And you don't have to worry about these capacitors on the motherboard. Them shits is dumb durable, but still, be careful. For more efficiency, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this before you put the motherboard in. But you know, this is what I do. I've been building for a while. This you're supposed to do this beforehand. But you know, I got a careful hand. Okay. Mm. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not gonna be touching the board, but okay. this one is kind of annoying. Alright, I flipped it over. Alright, yay. That was annoying, but we got it. Okay. Yay. Alright, everything is set and primed for the GPU. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick intermission and I'm going to prepare for the graphic card. Prepare for the refurbishment. Alright, take a quick pause. I shall return. No, that was one of my quicker intermissions. Alright, so let me make sure I got everything. Oh fuck. Hold up. I gotta get up and get my fucking thermal pads. So I think I put them in there. I had them in here, but I took them out. Give me a second. Ah, fuck. That's them shits right here. Oh, I know where they at. Okay. I'm back, y'all. I know where my thermal pads are at. I know exactly where they at. I just remembered it's the computer stuffs. So all the computer stuffs I put right in here. Oh, yeah. I had bought Donkey Kong. I only got to play it for 10 minutes. I'm gonna give it some time though. Thermal pads. I think I threw my Street Fighter case in the garbage Cause it's a key. Street Fighter is a key card, so I'm like, man, but for Donkey Kong, I think for Donkey Kong, the game is actually on the cartridge. All right, now remember I took a look at it earlier, so I think I can use the thick boys. Okay, these are thin for like M2. These are the thick boys. Okay, I can use the thick boys. Well, both of those are thick boys. Okay. Okay. All right, let's boogie, y'all. Let's have some fun. Oh. There we go. I'll take my overweight ass to the gym tomorrow. I was supposed to go today, but I had nerd shit. I've been going to the gym. I've been going to the gym for on and off like 15 years. My fitness goal is not to be skinny or to look ultra muscular. My fitness goal is for, if you try me, I'm going to fuck you up. That's my fitness goal. You don't have to look like a bodybuilder to be able to fight efficiently. And once I learned that, I'm like, oh, shit. I'm training for the wrong reasons. I do want to be a little smaller, just a little, because when it comes to matters of conflict and confrontation, nobody takes little people seriously. I've learned that in life, and that's tried and true. Like, that's still to this day. I ain't saying they underestimate people all the time, but it's like, from face value, like, no one's going to take a little person seriously. If a little motherfucker walked over like, I'm going to fuck you up, you'll be like, imagine though. Alright, what screwdriver we going to use? Okay, well, I damn sure don't need a box for a Ryzen 5 5500. But I still got the box to my 7950 X3D. If I ever win a contest or some shit like that, I already know who I'm going to bless my 7950 to. Alright, there's garbage. Oh, I'm using my Amazon shipment. This is what my power supply came in. This big ass Amazon bag. They didn't even put that shit in the box. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, this big ass bag. I would save my motherboard box, but for the pretty much PC in the box that I'm selling, but I can use this bubble wrap for the power supply. That I can use. Okay. I got to get all that shit inside of a priority mail flat rate box. Okay, so let's boogie. I'll move that. Make sure, yeah, my shit's recording. Move that right out the way. All right, let's go. So, remember, don't try this unless you know what you're doing. I almost thought I already put PTM 7950 on here, but I looked and I saw the warranty sticker is still there. So I'm like, okay, I didn't. Because my nephew, he got a 3060 Ti. I got PTM 7950 on that. The 1660 Super that my coworker got, that with the system he bought off me, that got PTM 7950. And the 5500 that the RX 5500 that the nice person on Java bought from me, that's got PTM 7950. So they never have to take apart them cards. They can dust them, yeah, but they never have to take them apart to add thermal compound because they got PTM 7950. Alright? I'm voiding the warranty. I already know the card worked because I tested it before on the old build. Okay, here's the nitty gritty. Alright. Now, where is... Now those are all the screws. That's the back plate. What The fuck? Oh, you motherfuckers. Oh my, I got it. Motherfuckers got extra screws on the front. What the hell? Right here. Hold up. Yeah, those are the screws for the heatsink. So this shit's supposed to come right off. I can leave the back plate on. I don't gotta take the back plate completely off. I shouldn't have to take the back plate. Yeah, I knew I wasn't. I'm sure like, what the fuck is going on? I was tripping. Hold up, say, wait. Okay, hold up. Yeah, because I felt that resistance when I pulled. So hold up, I might have to take these two small ones off to get to the heatsink. Yep, I do. See? The thing got in. Oh, that was weird. Okay, now it should. Yep, there we go. Come right off. All right. Let me get right here. Hold up. So that's what they do a shit ton of thermal compound. Damn, this shit don't got no RAM chips on it. Could this thing have been? Could this thing have been 16 gigs? Nah. Yeah, I'm thinking these are RAM chips. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Damn. Take off these thermal pads. Alright, matter of fact, let me bless y'all with some zoom. That's that. That's that. Nope. Uh, there we go. Alright. Get some isopropyl. I have, matter of fact, I got my compound cleaners actually already out, so I already have it out. Now with this, you got two options. You can either put it on the PTM on the heat sink and then put it on there, or you could just put it on the chip. I think I'm precise, so I like to put it on the chip. So I'm gonna put it on the chip. First, we're gonna spray some of this. Yeah. Cut. This is something called Tunic TR1 Thermal Compound Remover. Oh, I could get the rest of this dust too. So let me oh, this one, yeah, this one is the MOSFETs. These little capacitors. Ooh. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Ooh. All right. spray those with some isopropyl too. Isopropyl. Okay. Well, isopropyl don't hurt. Cause this stuff dries really fast. Okay. Use this. Nice clean microfiber cloth. Alright. Clean off the thermal compound. They be using a lot to compensate for to keep it a lot, but you can actually be precise. I'm glad Honeywell came out with this PTM 7950 stuff. Stuff is great. Okay. Get the little leftover. Make sure you get most of that. A cotton swab is super good for this, but microfiber cloth just as good. Just as good. I wonder. Okay, so this is 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I wonder if somebody could hack one of these to have it as a 16 gig 3050. I don't know. The possibility sounds pretty good. Oh, they're gonna charge more for it, of course, but hey, man. Yeah. Now, my soldering skill ain't this level where I can add extra RAM chips. I ain't that good. Or I don't have the tools for it. But yeah, I wonder if there's probably a Chinese motherfucker out there that hacked this shit and added the extra 8 gigs of RAM. And said, fuck it, we're gonna turn this shit into a 16 gig 3050. If he did, shout out to him. Okay, that little clean HDMI port. Alright, so this is good. Put a little purifier on it, this is actually like diluted isopropyl to make the surface clean. So when I get ready to throw the PTM on there, we're in the building. Okay. They be going crazy with the thermal paste. Okay. Same microfiber, but a different part. Alright. Ah, I'm gonna get the rest of that stuck on dust. Yeah, get in there. Does bunny just pop out? Alright, I have an actual paintbrush. Wait, hold on, let me use the biggie smalls. Alright, hold on. Yeah, let me take this out so I can get in depth. Oh, God damn, that shit in there. Come on, dog. Is that a little nudge I can press? Got it. Man, I ain't want you taking this motherfucker out. Alright, we're Gucci. Okay. Alright. See? Be safe. Comes right off. Alright. Alright. Yeah, them fans is nice and super spiffy. I went around all them motherfuckers with this cloth. Alright. Got it. That stuck annoying dust that was here. Oh, it goes straight through. Okay, hell yeah. I didn't have to get that far. All right. That thing shining. That was fun. Oh shit. Hold on, let me log into Asphalt Legends real quick. Damn, I hope they ain't do me dirty. Cause them niggas be trying to like make it so you gotta log in to get this shit ultra punctual. Damn, it's 10 o'clock? Where the fuck did the time go? Give me a second, y'all. These motherfuckers on this Asphalt game, like, hey, you gotta log in at 8 o'clock. Like, 8 o'clock, man? This shit thing supposed to be before 24 hours. Okay, oh, yes, I can get it. All right. Okay. I did it. Put it to sleep. Okay, yeah, matter of fact, might as well take it out the case. Put it back on your dock. Get on your dock, Steam Deck. Get on your dock. Okay. Alright, we're looking good, y'all. So we cleaned the fuck out of this heat sink. Oh shit. Yeah, we cleaned the fuck out of this thing. We did it. We ended it. Alright. Now, before we do the PTM, are these thick boys? Oh, these are slim. No, these are thick. But these are the thickest. Okay. Okay. So right here. And we cut. I gotta get my fucking. Okay, yeah, we cut. Where's my scissors? Oh, right here on my face. Thank goodness. Okay. Alright. So, right here. You can see where we cut. We cut like right here. Alright, we can say, oh, we can use that cut piece for that right there, the other RAM chip. Alright, so, perfect. Yep. Okay. Make sure it's not covering up the little screw hole. Okay. Okay. This one right here. Okay. It don't have to be super perfect. It could be a little bit big. Just can't be too crazy. So that's perfect right there. Alright. Oh no, get back on the RAM chip. Get back on that chip. Okay. Got that. Now what else needed one? Oh, these I think it was some on here. I think it was some on there too. Hold on. Hold on. Check something. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold up. Okay. There was some there and these little thin chips down there. Uh, okay. Alright. Cut that little strip. Don't have to be perfect. It just gotta fill right here. And that shit was on here. Yep. Okay. Take that off. And I think the leftover I can put the shit that they had right there to cover these shits. Mm-hmm. Alright, put that right there. Okay. Now it's time for the star of the show. That's why I had to make sure my room was cool so I could put this PTM 7950. I think this little bit was $10, dog. And they got bigger squares for like a little bit more. Okay. So rectangle, I should be good. Okay. Okay. Rectangle amount. Okay. Save the rest. So if I do another GPU down the line, PTM 7950, y'all. Give it a round of applause. Oh shit. Alright, give it a round of applause. Okay. I'm still. Oh shit. No. No. Okay. No. It's good. It's good. It's good. What the fuck? Motherfucker. It's not stuck to it. Now, don't worry. You saw that? What just happened? Don't worry about that because this thing has plastic on it. You have to precisely take the plastic off on both spots. Yeah, it's plastic on both sides. It's plastic. So you have to precisely take this shit off. Ooh. This stuff takes precision to take off. I will give you that. Okay, I got some X-Acto knife. I haven't. Matter of fact, damn. Okay, my X-Acto knife is in the same spot where my razor at, but I think I can get to my razor. No, I can't because I see the X-Acto knife right there. Where the fuck my X-Acto knife? Oh, razor. Okay. When in doubt, use a razor. Oh, fuck. Alright. Okay. Kind of razor. You gotta be precise with this stuff. Uh-huh. And you pull and peel very slow. This is why it's important that you have it in a cool atmosphere, because that shit will fucking peel and you'll be sick. Mm-hmm. It's phase change, meaning when it's cool, it's a solid. When it heats up, it turns into a liquid. Now, okay. All right. I don't have to be perfect, because that's how cool it is in my room. So that it's look how much of a solid it is. Good lord. Uh, okay. Okay. That's PTM 7950. That's how cool it is in my room. That this is solid. But don't worry. When this GPU gets on, it's gonna turn to a solid real quick. Alright, shot. You know what? To be on the safe side, let me move this shit. Let me move this shit down. There we go. Alright. Now we hook this back up. Okay, now we screw it back up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. Oh, boy. Got it. Yeah, that was fucking aggravating. Like, what the fuck? Alright. Okay. Now, the little skinny baby screws. What the hell is my skinny screwdriver that I was using? Yep. It's sticking out a little bit, but the other one was sticking out a little bit too, so we Gucci. Hell yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's sticking out a little bit, but it's not it doesn't liquefy. It stays a solid, so you still Gucci. Um where the fuck is my skinny screwdriver that I took this apart with? Oh, right here in my face. All right, great. Turn it over. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you refurbish your GPU. Wham, bam, see your man done. Now, even if it was a bigger GPU, with most of the actual cards aren't as big. Most of the cards are like around this size right here. It's just the heatsink that help conduct all the heat and shit. Those are huge. It's the same logic. Find the screws, like, but some of them a little bit like this one wasn't hard, but it was easy. But it was these two extra shits right here. Normally, it's just these four, and then you can pull the heatsink right off. Hey, like, hell nah, we gonna throw these little two extra screws right there. I'm like, for what? But yeah, there you go. Now that's how you. So PTM 7950 is phase change. So when the card heats up to get used, it liquefies. When how you saw how, since my AC is right here, it ain't frozen, but since my AC is right here kicking out cool air, you saw how putty like the PTM 70, the PTM 7950 turned. Like, it was like putty almost, but it turned, so you never have to change this stuff. You don't have to change it. You put it on once, that's it. You're Gucci if you're going to stick with air cooling. Um, Not just that. People who do liquid loops, the enthusiasts that do like liquid loops with like the custom mortar blocks, they use PTM 7950. Because paste, even if you use water cooling, standard thermal paste is going to evaporate after a while. Even if you got a custom liquid, even if you got a custom loop, it'll last way longer with a custom loop in a water block because it's being liquid cooled. But you never have to. PTM 7950 is still better because you can use it for both. You can use it for water loops and you can use it for air cooling, and you never have to change it. So yeah, I don't even gotta do an intermission. We just about to finish this shit. Oh shit. Okay, my thermal pads. Where's my thermal over here? Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the leftover PTM in here with it. Yeah, might as well throw that. I got enough for probably like 1 or 2 G. If it's depending on how the chips are, probably one. I got enough for this. Is enough for like 1 or 2 GPUs, depending on how the chip is. Depending on what the chip is like. I'm gonna put this in here with the thermal pads. Okay. The GPU is ready. Hold on. Make sure you don't gotta over tighten, but you know, make sure you clap clap. Yep. 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 Okay. Oh. They always give you like a spudger and some screws and shit. Look, yeah. So if my room wasn't, if my room wasn't as cool as it is, I would have to use the little tape thingy to pull up the. I've always used my bare hands and never had any issues. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we put this bullshit in here. Ugh, that shit dirty. Oh, and PTM. Oh, if you got a laptop, oh my god, it's like the go-to for laptop. Like if you, I barely use my laptop, but I have a HP what's that, the Invictus laptop. I got one. I think it got like, I think my shit got like a 3050 or like a 4. I think it's a 3050. I'm like, okay, it still use DDR4, but I only use it for back if I'm like, you know, making a video or doing some backup shit. Okay. Now it's time for the final part. And alright, now I got tons of screws. I don't even gotta use the ones that came with the motherboard. I can use these silver shits. Oh wait. Okay, the question is, if I put the screws on, will this? You know what? I think this will still go over it when I put the screws on. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need some muscle for this shit. Hold on, here, let me zoom out. Let y'all see I need some muscle for this motherfucker shit. Okay, yeah. Hold up. Over. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. No, that's just a real question. Can I? Oh, yes, I can. I am Gucci. Alright, was this shit this way? Oh, hell no, it was the other way. Oh, shit. Oh, which way was this shit? No, it wasn't this way. Oh, it was this way. This how it was. No? But it wasn't this way because this shit is out too far. No, I think, no, the way it was just, that was the way, yeah, it was this way. Yeah, nah, it was that way. Yeah. Okay. This is how it was, just like this. Oh! Like that. That's how it went. And then this, because I'm like, why would this screw be facing outside like that? This how it goes. Yep. There we go. Alright, we in there. um, fuck it, yeah, we'll use a zip tie. Oh shit, not the PS5 legs. I gotta give these to the GameStop homie. this filter thingy. Hold on. Okay. We in there. That's it. That's it. That's really it. I fully refurbished this GPU. We went back to AMD. RGB RAM, the stuff I pulled from his last build. The only thing, my gripe about this case is that it was kind of bent down here. I had to use my muscle to bend it back into place. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That shit was hella bent. But the case was dumb light. Ugh. I'm talking about I can bend this shit easy myself. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, see, I can move that shit. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but it's some better quality cases for the $60 that I paid. So I'm like, yo. But, you know, I need something quick, easy. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna take I'm gonna let my nephew do the second glass build. There we go. Ugh. Okay. Oh, that was fun. Okay, what the hell? Alright. Alright. I'm doing the glass pill. Because none of my nephew, he'll leave it on. Okay. Okay. I know you're supposed to turn it on and then do glass pill. Fuck that. I'm doing this. Rip me out the plastic. I'm back to I fucked up this shit. That ripped me out the plastic. I'm back to brand new shit. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh, microcenter microfiber. Yeah, I give the nephew a microfiber cloth with it. This was brand new. All right, let's plug it up. I gotta reconfigure some software on there. So I think I should zoom out. Okay. All right. I already have a power cord for the old PSU that I gotta put in that box. Okay. Oh, is it on? Oh, hold up. There we go. Oh, fuck. It's too zoomed in. Hold up. Okay. And then, oh, you cut them off. Okay. But since this motherboard isn't like a RGB supported motherboard, it's gonna it's got like those are always gonna be glowing like that. Yeah, we done. We did this shit, man. Oh, the button is light. It's nice. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show them on Discord. All right, let me finish configuring the software. All right, y'all. Yeah, that's it. We finished. That was the build. Damn, it's 11 o'clock. Damn, time flies when you're having fun. But so we covered. We did the build. Um, we refurbished the GPU. We added new thermal pads. We put on the PTM 7950. We're in the building. All right, man. Thank you for watching. Hopefully some of our Discord homies and stream Twitch homies come through. Thank you for looking. Hope I taught you guys something cool to how to do this type of shit yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about self-reliancy. That way, you know what I'm saying, if anything fucks up, you'll know how to recover from it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great and wonderful week, year, month, time, whatever. Peace.